Good.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Come into our virtual space where you'll sit and hear us say stupid things for roughly 90 minutes. Yes, we also call this Odyssey of the Dragonlords. We probably also call this Laughing Dragon Inn. It's a thing and a thing and a thing, right? Um, what happened last time? We got summoned by a king, and the antagonists showed up promptly, just as they were supposed to. And there was a big hurricane with face in it, probably Sidon, throwing some lightning, and there was a slew of very lovable and kind protagonists that were encountered. This is how it went in my mind, anyways. And everybody had a good time. Decisions were made. Gods were given permanent levels of exhaustion, but the clouds dissipated, and here we are, ready to explore Mytros. Such we call this episode 13, Intros to Mytros. So here you are. You're in the Great Palace. You're in the city of Mytros, and Kira is ready to be your tour guide. Unfortunately, we don't have the lovely Supska with us today, playing the native Delta. She will have probably run off to handle family business because she's back home. But while she's gone, Kira's ready to guide you. That's right. Where would you like to go in Mytros, folks? The world of Mytros is your oyster, he says. um, so I
I'm
handed out,
remembering
There's a map.
you
Yes.
posted a map. I'm just
yeah,
remembering that.
I handed out a virtual map, and on it there are, is it 25-ish dots? So just like Astoria, you're all handed pamphlets, and on
Right.
the pamphlets are numbers and locations. So the layout of Mytros, it's kind of like two hills where towards the tops of those hills are all of the happenings, all of the formal buildings of the city or the where the nobles live or where commerce occurs. And then as you come down closer to sea level, you get to some of the, I guess what you would call lower class or lower income parts of the city, or the
Yeah,
more
the
industrial
ports and
sections
everything.
of the city. Yeah.
So the hills are like area 13, 12, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 is one hill, and then area 5, 4, 2, 6, 3, 1. Is that another hill?
Yep. So you're currently
Okay.
at number 4, the Great Palace,
Okay.
and you're on a hill that's called the Temple District. So what goes on in the Temple District is essentially all the sort of civics for the city itself. Um, number 1 is the Temple of Sidon, and number 2 is the Temple of the Five. Those are
Right.
places you can visit if you so wish. Number 3 is a large theater. It's called the Theater of the Gods. Number 5 is up close to Mount Vulcan, and it is the Academy. It's where a lot of people come to study in Mytros. And 6 is the Royal Gate. That's the gate in and out of the Temple District. And Timothy, as you pointed out, the other hill is called the Noble District, and it's numbers 7 through 13. So 7 is the Great Agora, where you can do some shopping. 8 is the Vault of Thylea. It's essentially like a large bank, the World Bank of Mytros, if you will. 9 is the courts. That's where the courts of Mytros are, where you can be in front of the judge and have rulings be done. All
Let's
the
hope not.
judiciary and legislative things happen there. 10 is the bathhouse of Valus. Yes, this city has a bathhouse. Um, and 11 is the Nordagen estate. So the Nordagen clan we've heard of. That has history back into the Order of the Dragonlords, and that is
Right.
one family outside of King Acastus himself who has ancestry in the Dragonlords. The Nerdagen family have continued to persist, and they have an estate in the city. And then number 12 is the Great Gardens, the Gardens of Mytros. and 13 is the commerce gate. So 13 is your way in and out of the noble district.
So these.
So out.
May I ask, are both of these hills like walled cities within the city almost?
Yep.
Like
Walled
gated
cities within the
communities
city.
almost?
Gated community. That's exactly right. Yep.
Interesting. Okay. And everything else is sort of open, loosey-goosey, like districts? There's no formal borders as well, or are there? Between the other city areas?
So the other areas aren't quite as formally outlined, but 14, 15, 16, and 17 are all the harbor. So that's where essentially most of industry is happening. And then 18, 19, 20, 21 is what is called Stygian Row. And that's sort of the seedier part of Mytros. And you have to go through Stygian Row to get from one hill to the other. It basically is the row that runs right between the hills there.
Take a shortcut through Crime Alley.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Come on, Martha, time's short.
And then the rest of the numbers, 22 through 25, are all sort of the city borders. They're basically considered part of the city, but some of them could be either in or outside of the walls of the city.
There's a lot here.
Yeah, there's a lot to explore, and so Kira's like, I'm happy to be your guide to any one of the dots. Here you are at the Great Palace. You stand where the seat of King Acastus is.
And so sorry, Garrett. What were 1 and 2 again? I know one was the Temple of Sidon, but
Temple of Sidon. 2 is the Temple of the Five.
Right.
Thank you.
And
while we're here in the Temple District, I'm happy to show you to any of those locations if you have interest. So last time you were asked a number of things, I think, right? King Acastus basically wants you out of the city as quickly as possible, but Queen Valis asked you to investigate the cult of Lutheria, who is continuing to gain a political foothold in Mytros, and I think that was the only formal ask, right?
And they don't have any formal site of worship because they're a cult. Sidon has a temple. The
Sidon has a
temple, but Lutheria no, right?
Lutheria, the cult has a temple, but it's in Stygian Row. It hasn't gotten to the point of political power where it can demand its own temple be built or have the funding to do that. So number 20 on the map is the Temple of Lutheria.
Cool.
Oh wait, she's like, hey, let's ask somebody how to get there so we know how. She's like, excuse me, sir, do you know how to get to the Temple of Lutheria? And he's like, oh yeah, let me tell you. So first, you're going to go down the hill until you see the Mytros. And then you're going to make a right until you get to the house of the Maestros. And then you're going to make a left and you're going to go down to the farm where they're farming the cilantros.
Very
one more.
Well.
Oh, and that whole path, that whole path down to the temple, yeah, that thing you're walking down to get there, that's the Mytros.
So if we
that's all that I have.
If we have something sweet to help our speed, will that be our dextrose?
Yeah.
Oh.
Inspiration.
Hooray.
You might say all these terms are really retros.
Well,
I'll
if
keep
you
going.
keep knocking us dead, then it'll be necros.
Okay, it's getting out of hand now. That's enough.
See? Yeah, once there's more than one, it's too much.
Never mind.
Okay, so where does somebody want to visit? Is anybody interested in? She's like, I trained at the academy. That's how I become such a great poet that I am. I could take you to the academy to check that out, or
I don't know if
we could go to the Temple of the Five. I mean, You seem to like those characters. Or we can go to Stygian Row if you want to go there first. It's
I
fine.
have metal.
Does anybody want to shop or take a bath or something?
I certainly do like water, and I was struck by lightning today. So, are we taking the rest of the day off, or are we launching directly into our investigation?
You were only struck by lightning once today?
Twice.
Oh, twice. All right, yeah. So take the day.
Yeah. And then tomorrow we'll investigate, because
Sure.
where will we stay? Are we staying in the palace? Probably not.
You are welcome to enter and exit the palace as you wish. Acastus isn't gonna just cast you out because he
What's
plays
in
the
a name?
political game.
Valis vouches for us.
Cast us out.
Mm-hmm.
His
What's his
competent-
wife's name again?
Valis.
Valis?
Valis.
The competent one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The kind one.
That's literally her subtitle.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
competent one.
basically, right? Listen to the goddamn
That's
goddess
her
of
heroic
wisdom, you
epithet.
idiot.
Oh, competent Valis.
Okay, well, there's a couple things that that were mentioned that I would be interested in. The theater, I like a play, as established.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Go to the vault. I would like to see all the money.
Okay.
Market. Although I don't know if we need anything right now, but
They'll have food there.
yeah, food for sure.
There could be some specialty things to find and buy. You never know.
You
Stuffed
never know.
dormice, as established pre-stream.
I stuffed dormice.
I'm
yeah,
just gonna
right.
get a skewer of them. And then the harbor might have fish. So those were the things that Kyros would be interested in.
Sure.
To
Might
look
have
at,
fish.
to eat, just these are my.
It's like an aquarium that you can just take from.
It's free food. Food has never betrayed me. But
Never had food poisoning.
I'm also food can't hurt you. And I'll take no
Never had
slander
haggis.
against it. Yeah, but Kyros is go with the flow. He'll go to temples and pretend to be serious, as Marty might say.
Well, are we under like a get out of town by dawn kind of edict, or it's just the vibe is like it would be so nice if you weren't here, right? That kind of thing.
Well, from the king, yeah, for sure. He doesn't.
Yeah.
You get the sense he doesn't want you to overshadow him. He's a prideful kind of guy.
Yeah, it's very.
But at the
insecure.
same time, if you're still around, he's not going to deny you room and board, because then that could be a
It would
reason for people in his city to dislike him. So
It would look bad, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we can take the day to rest if you really want to, and not look into. I mean, I'm fine to investigate while you're having a bath, but if we get into shenanigans, it might be nice to be a unified group. So,
Well, the way I wrote it was investigate the Lutheria cult's presence and influence in Mytros, which I'm presuming they have. I would expect it to
Right.
be larger in Stygian Row, and I am probably very interested in going to Nob Hill over there, where
right,
the gardens and shops
Uh-huh.
and
sure.
baths are. I also do want to visit the temples, but I can do that at night when we're all retired or whatever.
Well, we can also maybe make some inquiries in the bathhouse, because that is a place of
Yeah.
people socialize and hang out, sweat together, right? And
Well,
bathe.
and any good cult probably
Snap
has a
towels.
whole eyes wide shut thing going on with the nobles. They all dress down and go down to Stygia Row for a thrill, but they're the ones with the money enough to be suckers.
Right? Or they have tunnels for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, if we can go. So we're going to cut through Stygian Row anyway. from
Yeah,
the
we can't
palace.
avoid that.
We have to. Yeah, well, I mean, let's take we'll osmos the temples near where we're staying on the way out. We'll see what the vibe is. If anything pulls us any which way, we'll see. And then we'll make for Stygian Row. Maybe we'll ask about what the play schedule is, but we can aim to be back by, whenever the performance is or something. And then go take a bath and ask around. Maybe see what the vibe is again as we pass through Stygian Row about the Lutherian cult, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking for a second. So forgive me if someone said this, but in the last city, the theater was run by the cult of Lutheria, right?
It was part of their propaganda machine, right?
The theaters in the cities really are supported by the city funds themselves, so run by, not necessarily, but the performances that were happening there were done by the cult of Lutheria in Astoria. Yeah, you saw the what was it, like satyrs and things come in and play parts.
Yeah. It was very one side. They had an agenda.
Well,
it's like their
all art
like
is political.
Their
yeah,
advertising.
it's their plays,
Yeah.
but they're putting their twist on it based on their perspective.
It's just their way of creating clickbait, right?
It's like the Fox News of the day.
Fair and balanced, I understand.
Yes,
Right.
I'll join a cult. What do you guys need me to do?
Wait, whoa! Some sort of leap has just been made.
Yeah.
I can fight my
So
way out.
you want to check out? I heard you want to check out maybe the theater and the temples on the way out of the district. Is that the plan?
Well, like check out, like when is the show? Like, just find out when the we can work it into our day or our next couple of days.
Let's go. Let's go see the Theater of the Gods and see what happens. So Kira leads you over to the theater, and it's a fine theater. It stands at the foot of Temple Hill, and here it's like rows of seats are built into the hillside and arranged around a polished marble stage. And then behind the stage is a small building where all the stagehands and the actors come and go and have their elaborate props brought in and out. So, as it is, you find out that the theater has no active plays currently because they only tend to do plays when actual events in the city are going on. So, similar to Astoria, Pythor, arranged a wine festival in celebration of the saving of Honora. Thus, the cult of Lutheria came in for that week-long festival and put on plays. So here, it's the same sort of culture in Mytros. Yeah, there's not really a holiday or an event thing going on, so there aren't any active plays. But should something
Saturday
like that occur,
theater, nothing.
yeah, right. Should something like that occur, then you can come back to the theater.
I like to imagine. Kyros gets all of his snacks, walks into the very dead center of the theater, sits down, waits 5 minutes, looks around, gets up, and walks out.
Aww.
What the ripoff? That man charged me 20 coins at the gate.
That man doesn't work here.
Meanwhile, the guy's running off to Stygian Row.
Yeah. Or he's been dead for 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't notice.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. So then we're gonna go down.
She's like, I don't know. Do you want to see the Temple of the Five? Or you just want to go to Stygian Row? It's okay. Whatever you want to do.
Sorry.
Well, I guess we should go to the Temple of the Five. They did just help us out a bunch. Kira excluded, because you're not one of the 5, right?
Oh, right. Well, I stepped in for Kira. I mean, I have the same name, so
Right.
it was easier, I guess.
Delta's not here, so I have to be
Wait,
sus at you.
you do have the same name.
So the Temple of the Five, then. Great.
Yes.
So the Temple of the Five is, I don't know. I guess you could say it's relatively humble for a temple. It has an entrance with 5 stone columns. It's smaller than the Temple of Sidon in the city.
Asymmetry.
But but it does display a much higher level of artistry. So there's sort of lofty architecture and beautiful statuary, and there's intricate carvings that embellish nearly every surface, gilding inlaid with precious stones throughout. The temple. This temple is, Kira explains, the oldest civic building in all of Mytros. This was built hundreds of years ago when Mytros was first being founded to sort of get, pay respects and homage to the five that, helped end the First War and save mortal civilization.
I'm sorry. The Temple of Sidon is newer than this building? What is wrong with these idiots? Okay, yeah, no. Kyros thinks that's normal.
Yeah, no, so again, going back, people have a sense that the Oath of Peace is ending soon, and they just saw a Sidon hurricane going on. So it's things like that occurring over more recent history that have caused some of the people of the city to go, maybe we should pay some respects to Sidon and Lutheria, because the Oath of Peace is going to end, and we don't want them to come.
They're hedging their bets. Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to be a weatherman to know which way the wind blows, is what you're saying.
I don't respect it, but I understand it.
So let's see here.
Or understand it.
The Temple of the Five is tended by 5 high priests, of course. Each priest is attended by 5 acolytes. Great, they're all running around. They do offer services. Temple services include lesser and greater restoration spells, should you ever need that in the future. Those come at no charge to followers of the 5. So, nice to know. Oh, and let's see here. There are a group of young men who are here at the temple today, and they apparently, Kira says, they're here a lot. Like, by a lot, I mean every day, and they're paying homage to Valis. They're, like, really into her. And there's this one guy, and he walks up to you, and he's like, hey, my name is Sala, and Sala is this young man, and he's sort of very formally dressed. Like, you can tell he's definitely of nobility or high class merchant of some type. So he's not just one of the riffraff of the city, if you will. And he explains, I just love Valis. I love her, and I know you guys. You're the chosen. You're the ones of the prophecy, right? Not only have you met her, you have to be in with her, right? I mean, it's rumored that you walk around like in the company of the 5 at times, right?
Yeah, some might
like
even say
you're
like
in
right
tight
now.
With him. Really? Kira just glances around.
Be cool, dude. Be cool.
Do you want an autograph or?
Actually, here's the thing. I spend all day here at the temple just hoping to catch like a glimpse of Valis. Like, I don't know. I just try to get her attention. Like, I just want, I don't know. Maybe if you could put in a word with her, she would
What's
have
your name?
She would have an audience with me. Sala.
How do you spell that, Sala?
Sulla. I just I don't know.
What's your message, Sala?
Well, I don't really have a message. See, here's the thing. I don't know. I don't want to come off as like a nag, but I've been just trying to get an audience.
You're coming off more as like a stalker.
Really right. I don't want to come off as that. I mean, the thing is I feel like I'm destined to be together with Valis. Like, she's my girl. Yeah.
Oh.
She.
Like I don't know, concubine.
Have you talked?
I'll take whatever.
Well, look, I feel.
So here's the thing.
Really.
So here's the thing. The last time I had a chance to even like talk to her for 5 seconds, she told me that she would agree to have an audience with me if I brought her a single mortal of unsurpassed beauty and wisdom.
Well, look no further, friend.
One that she hasn't met before, you mean?
Damn it!
Well, no, it could be one that she's met, but if I brought that individual or group of people to her, and I'm thinking...
You would be able to, like, sort of go in on their coattails, is that what you're saying?
I would get the audience, because I would be... So I'm thinking,
you think in your audience, you're going to be able to make some play and become her. How are you going to audition for this concubine role?
Well, so let's start at the start, right? So I bring... if I bring the chosen to her, right? I think it's Naya, right? I mean, look at you. You're unsurpassed wisdom and beauty. You're the one. I could just bring you to her, and then I'll get my audience, and then hopefully I'll like try to find a way to win her over.
Didn't you already talk to this lady?
Yeah,
well, yeah, but it was really brief.
I think we can see her anytime we want. Isn't that right?
Yeah, we can go see her anytime we want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we need you for that.
Well, no, I know you don't need me, but I need you for that.
He needs us.
Oh, I see. So you're making it sound like you're gonna bring us to her, and that's your way.
So that's the thing.
So you want
us in with the chosen and the chosen Sala together, hand in hand,
do
and
you have a CV?
I like him better than the king. I'll be honest.
Look, here's the thing.
I like me better than both of them.
Here's the thing. We'll negotiate. I'm the son of a powerful merchant. You know.
Who?
Money, you say?
Terran Nerdagan. That's right.
You're a nerd. You're a nerd.
Oh, you're another nerdlinger. Okay.
Well, both of those terms I've never heard before, and I don't know that I like the sounds of them. But
what?
It sounds like he's near a dragon. Is that right?
Nerdagan. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the far Durgans.
Yes.
We don't.
From the other hill.
We don't truck with the far Durgans.
No.
We're just creating a whole... This is the world building exercise.
Yeah.
Now. Is that what this is?
The Romeo and Juliet of Mytros.
So,
right.
Yeah.
But what do you... Tell us your story. What tell us about yourself, Sola. Just beyond that your dad is rich.
That's enough
My
for
dad's
me.
rich. I literally live in the Nerdagan estate, and like I can get you connections.
Have you thought about getting with a lion man? Because I have one who said that's enough for him. I know someone.
So your dad's
very handsome.
A dealership
can lift about
a lot.
You
for sure, dude.
No
offense
no offense to present company, but no, I think Valis is more for me. We're destined.
I think I've been insulted like 4 times now. I'm not the prettiest. Right? I'm not the wisest. You don't want to date me.
You have my vote for prettiest.
You're here every day. We know where to find you.
Compete with your glossy coat.
All right. I'll tell you what. I mean,
you're eating all the right stuff.
Besides getting you an audience with my dad, I'll go help you find some special goods like in the Agora if you want me to accompany you. Look, I mean, it's not a lot. I'm just asking you to take me to Valis. It's like 5 minutes.
Look,
like that's.
Well, okay. Look, if we do it, I don't see the loss in this because Valis is going to tell him no. No offense, kid. Valis is going to tell him no. And then we get all the deal stuff. He's happy.
How do we know?
If I was a lion guy, I'd be used to rejection too. So I get it. But it's not going to happen to me.
Excuse me for a minute. Words do hurt.
So can you just stand over there for a minute? Stand farther off for a moment.
Over here.
We're gonna have we're just gonna have a little discussion here.
Sure.
Just back a little bit more. Back.
Yep. Oh, okay. You mean really? So I can't hear or see you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, see. Maybe, but no, yeah, just all right. So, like, what do we think, guys? Who is this guy?
I'll huddle. I'll get on a knee to huddle up better.
Kira huddles up with you.
She's your sister or something. What do you think?
I mean, what if he wants to hurt her or something? What if he's some weirdo?
We're gonna.
I mean, he is a weirdo.
He's definitely a weirdo, but we're going to be there. She's a god, even if she is a little sleepy right now.
Sleepy gods, right?
Although we saw what the other gods can do to defend themselves.
Right?
Kira
They keep
yawned.
asking for
She's
us to help them.
I must not have got really good sleep last night. I'm kind of tired myself. Anyway, sorry,
Really?
don't let me distract you.
You know what? No, it's fine. I'll do with whatever the majority of the group says. I just don't. He has money.
I mean, he's not going to hurt a. Kira says he's not going to hurt a god. I mean, I don't think safety is the issue here.
Who is this guy?
My wingspan is massive. I'll just grab him before he gets there. Or put an axe in his back. It was an accident.
Which is what line people mean when they say grab somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right.
I'm learning about your Thylean palms.
Colloquialism.
So, a passive 16 insight. The vibe in this guy is what?
Is like desperate, love-stricken individual.
And how old is he? Is he like a kid, or is he like middle-aged?
I wouldn't say kid. Yeah, I would say maybe like somewhere in his 20s.
20s, right?
Maybe early 20s. Yeah.
And dressed wealthily and stuff like that.
Yep.
Does he have taste, or is he gaudy?
He's gaudy.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys.
He's gaudy in more ways than one.
Yeah, he's rich.
What?
Look at
right.
him. Suddenly a cat.
Yeah.
So, look, she doesn't need money.
I don't care what she needs.
For him
I need
or
money.
Valis.
What?
If we need to meet the Nerd Dragons, then he would be a good contact for that. But I think we should probably get everything out of him beforehand because
Well, maybe they need to meet us. We're the chosen. Like, what? Maybe we should. Like,
I won't answer to that. But yeah, I don't care, and I don't think we have to do this right now anyway. If we're going to be here for a couple of days, but
so he can do whatever.
We might need the Nerd Dragons for the Lutheria cult thing.
Hey, Nerd Dragon.
Yeah.
No promises.
Yeah.
No promises.
How does your family feel about like the cult of Lutheria? You got any like creepy uncles or something?
No, they're below us. I don't think we think about them all that much. Although, I don't know if you've heard of the Lady of Coins. The Lady of Coins is like this underhanded. Something's going on in the city with this lady where she keeps petrifying people.
Oh, did we hear about her?
No, maybe not. I mean, if you haven't yet, you will. You'll run into things.
The Lady of Coins?
Yeah, she runs like this underground, guild or something, and it's really hurting business. So I know Dad doesn't care much for her, but I mean, look, if you need some political influence and some backing from the Nerdagans against the cult of Lutheria, come let us know.
Okay.
All I'm asking for is 5 minutes with Valis.
Keep that in mind. So, quick question about this Lady of Coins. Did the petrifications, recently stop for an extended period of time? Maybe, a week or two? And then maybe they started again, last night? Just asking.
Nope, nothing like that.
Okay,
it's been going on for a while now.
That's great news.
Scratch Delta's name off, Liz.
Well, you have a suspect in mind? Is that what you're saying?
No, actually, I just eliminated one.
Oh, good.
I'll tell the police later.
So it's anyone minus Delta.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Anyway, about that offer, I mean, look, I'm really desperate. I mean, you tell me what to do.
That's coming across.
Yeah, that's clear.
Well.
Even if you're rejected, does your offer still stand? Sorry, Liz.
Yeah, can we get this in writing?
We need, I think, some sort of, I don't know, this meeting this meeting is really costing you. So, I mean, we need a little something to satisfy. Our friend here needs something to maintain his glossy coat. So, if you could just Give him a little something now, and then we will make inquiries after your interests. We make no promises.
You want me to brush him? Is that what you're saying? You want me to brush your pet? Okay. He pulls out
need you to brush
big gaudy brush.
Palm.
He's like, okay.
Brush his palm with gold. Brush his palm with
Naya?
gold.
Oh.
I need you to hold me back. I know you physically cannot restrain me, but please, just put your hands on me. Thank you.
He's like, oh, okay.
You know what? I was your only friend up until this second.
Well, I tell you what, this'll kill two birds with one stone. Here, I'll give you this golden brush.
Watch your metaphors there.
I'll take your brush.
Oh,
I'm not happy about it.
I mean, I'm not into killing birds. That's not really what I meant.
I am.
But no. I mean, if a bird had it coming, you'd have to kill a bird. But I'm not saying that I'm out looking to kill. Anyway, yeah. Here's the golden brush, Kyros.
Yeah, thanks.
It's golden. All right.
Get out of gold.
Well, thank you. That's very nice. We'll see what she says. And
no, I mean, literally, just let me walk in with you. I'll be in the background. I'll stay like 50 feet behind you.
Fine. Just wait for us upon our return.
No, that's worse. That's worse somehow. I want you with arm's length. 50 feet sounds like you're going to skulk away and then spy on her or something.
Okay, I won't skulk away. I'll be right next to you, Kyros. Come on, let's go. Let's go talk to her now.
No.
Yeah, come on.
We're supposed to bring him in with us.
What?
We're supposed to bring him in with us. We're supposed to give him an audience with Valis. That's the deal.
Right. No, I understand that, but we're off to do something else, and we can do that on our way back. That's all I'm suggesting.
She seems like a very practical mortal. I would trust what she.
You want to do it right away? Fine.
And let's get this over with, so that way we have.
Yeah, we have wasted far too long
stuff he promised
on
us.
this fool and his misplaced affections. Fool.
It's like sunset now.
Win or lose, you will introduce us to your father if we need it and all that. Even if
absolutely. I'm in your debt.
For sure. Let's go.
Great. So you head back to the palace. Back to Valis.
Sure. Valis in the palace.
Valis is like, oh, you're back really quickly. What can I do for you?
Valis, this fool would like to present me to you.
And Sala just drops to his knees and he's like, oh, Queen Valis, here I am. You asked me to bring you some mortal of unsurpassed beauty and wisdom, and here they are, the chosen. I've made friends with them. They love me. I like them. And now I give my audience with you, right? And she kind of smirks. She seems to be amused by all this. And she's like, you brought me Naya, who is supposedly of unsurpassed wisdom and beauty. Is that right, Sala? And Sala's like, yeah, look, of all of the chosen, look, she's surely the one who is the most beautiful and the most wise, related of the oracle herself. I'm sure has great powers of prophecy and can foresee all things. Streamer of water, as it is heard. Yeah. I'm not sure what that means, but that's the term that's floating around.
Doomed are always beautiful.
That's what you're into, I guess. Yeah,
it's a racial trait.
And he's like, hair that flows like the seaweed of the forgotten sea. My hair.
Just rain damp,
limp and wet. Yeah.
The most beautiful of bluish skin, nearly translucent at times. Just wonderful all around. Actually, Valis is like, yeah, I totally see it. I agree. She's really wise and she's really beautiful. You've done a good job, Sala. And Sala's like, you're right. You're right. She is the wisest and most beautiful. Actually, I think these series of events have led me to my newfound love.
Oh, no.
Naya, you're the one for me. No. I knew it all along. Valis was just a conduit to find the one who is meant for me.
Absolutely not.
How?
I warned you guys. I warned you all.
How old is Naya?
I'm almost 18.
Ola gets down on one knee and says,
Nope, okay.
Naya, and he presents a ring.
Back.
He says,
From where?
Will you be?
You don't want to know.
Will you take my hand in marriage, and we can be together forever? And the ring he offers you is a diamond. It's a diamond ring. It's obviously worth a lot of money.
If she takes the ring, can she think about it?
I would be happy with that.
Just say no and take the ring. That's what it. That's what I heard though.
Naya, what do you say? I mean, this is it. This is fate, if I've ever heard it.
It sure isn't. No, thank you. Also, diamonds and gold are just rocks, and they're not even very good at being rocks. So, thank you for your time and all the time of mine you've wasted today. But no, thank you. Though, stay nearby because we might need to meet your dad. So, great.
I get it. You want to meet the parents first. I completely understand.
Okay, no, you don't.
I'll be standing by until you're ready to meet my parents, and then we can take this to the next level. I get
Naya Nerd Dragon does have a certain ring to it.
It does.
I love the sound of that. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna write some poetry about that.
There you go.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Do you study at the college?
No, but I'll start if Naya wants me to.
I think that she would like you to take classes up right now. Isn't that right, Naya? To study to be a bard? That's like a 5-year program at least.
I genuinely don't care what you do with the rest of your day. Just if you can make good on meeting your father, if we need to, which we might not have to. But
Absolutely.
I've been hit by lightning twice today. I'm having a terrible time in general, and you have been a complete distraction. I am walking away from you, Sal.
I'm lightning struck as well, Naya. But I'll as you're walking away.
I know
don't
where to
worry.
find you.
I'll prepare the estate. You can meet my father.
You bet. I have an empty bucket and I need to scream. So just whenever you guys are done.
I'll save the ring for you.
It's just dirt.
It's not just dirt. It's dirt that took a really long time to be a better dirt.
Gold, it's very soft. It's not good for building or anything.
Who cares? Who wants to build stuff out of gold? You lay on it.
You dragging you?
Before the rest of you leave, Valis is like, well, thanks for taking care of the Sulla problem. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, great. I think you owe us one. That was a total bust. I didn't even get a marriage proposal today. Okay, let's go.
You got a gold brush out of it. You got a gold brush to brush your
golden
mane.
brush is worth 100 gold pieces if you want to turn it in, Kyros. It's up to you.
If you guys want the special items, I can have him walk me around the Agora later and pretend to be interested and laugh at his jokes.
Kyros, I really tried to work that so you get something out of it because I knew this was going to be a wash.
I know it's pretty good. It's getting all my loose fur.
Right? I mean, or you can unload it, or give it to someone you like who has hair.
Most people I like have hair.
Oh shit! I don't have hair. Naya, do you have hair, or do you have seaweed? What's your deal?
It's my physiognomy is very strange.
You have a hair-like area.
Yeah,
a hairia, if you will.
It's my area.
Okay.
It responds to my mood and weather patterns.
Well, that did take a shocking amount of time. Is there anything else we wanted to do today?
Do we want to go to the bathhouse?
Yes.
Oh, bathhouse.
Watch away to shame.
Watch away to shame.
You all can go. I'll be nearby.
I guess baths aren't your thing.
No, but I'll be nearby.
Well, just not that way.
Yeah. I just bathe in a
more
superior
like
way.
It's like blending up with a yoga class.
It's not my fault your tongues are so smooth.
No. Yeah. I just
so you're gonna leave the temple.
Dust is good for
You're gonna leave the temple of the 5. You're gonna leave the district altogether. Now you're not gonna hang out here anymore, and you're just gonna go straight to the bathhouse.
Yep.
Yeah, the temple people are weird. So if we can find out about we'll just see what the skinny is. If there's any Temple of Lutheria people on the street, like passing out pamphlets or whatever,
like Hare Krishna
playbills. I don't know what they do. Maybe
And
they
it's the
get free
bathhouse
vegetarian
of
food to
Valis,
people.
right?
What was the question?
It's the bathhouse
Bathhouse
of
of
Valis is how it's identified.
Oh, it is?
Bathhouse
Oh,
of
I'm much
Valis.
more interested
That
in
is its
going.
name.
Is she going to come with us?
No.
I have a
It's
feeling
just
that's
named
branding. I don't think she actually has an ownership stake in it.
Right.
That's really? She should get something out of this. They're using her
Okay.
name
named after her.
and her
No.
image.
Those laws aren't yet in place. Perhaps you should go to the courts and suggest that.
There we go. Here.
So you leave the temple district. You head through Stygian Row, which lives up to its name. It's
dark.
It's tight buildings and not quite as opulent as the temple district. But you make your way up through the Commerce Gate, and shortly after you get through the Commerce Gate and into the Noble District, you notice that there's a small group of people that gather on the road nearby, and there's an object of their interest sort of easily spotted amongst this circle of people. It's an incredibly lifelike statue of a woman that has suddenly appeared in the middle of the city street. And the statue has a look of abject terror on its face.
Oh, shit. Wait, where's Delta?
Delta didn't do this. She's not scary.
Yeah.
She's nice.
She's great.
Great. So if the statue looked like smiling or pleasant,
yeah, if it was like shaking her hand or laughing at the joke or being suspicious of Kira, then maybe. But
so all these people were just gathered and sort of like gossiping and buzzes going on, and you see the town guard approaching. They're sort of roping it off. All right, nothing to see here. You know, that kind of thing going on. Do you just want to walk by, continue on to the bathhouse, or do you want to stay and check it out?
I'll point out to somebody on the edge of the crowd, if you can carry the statue to the Temple of the Five, make a small donation, you can probably get that sorted out. Sorry about your friend, or whoever's friend. Tell whoever's friend. Thank you.
Get your friend.
Come get your friend.
Yeah, while you're telling that to the crowd, you hear some of the centurions speaking, and they're trying to clear people away, and some of them are talking. It's like, yep, looks like the Lady of Coins struck again.
Just now?
Middle of the day?
So that must mean they're still on the street. What's the street scene like? That's a 17 perception.
17 perception. Okay, yeah. So you take a glance around, and really, it's a lot of chaos. It's hard to make out. And there doesn't seem to be anybody like suspicious hanging around the scene, but I mean, it's crowded. It's middle of the day. People are coming and going out of the Noble District for all the commerce that's happening up at the Agora. So
right.
And some people wear sort of hoods or cloaks up over their heads. Others don't. So you don't make anybody out that you would point out and go, there's a suspect. But you can tell that a good number of people have stopped and are sort of gossiping, and the Centaurians are trying to gain control. And you do overhear some people gossiping about how this must have been one of the merchants that had been working with Lord Terran Nerdagan recently. That must be the connection. She's still after him. Things of that nature.
Is that the father of Sulla, Terran?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a general sense amongst the crowd that there's surprise that Terran has survived this long, being at odds with the Lady of Coins.
Does the merchant? It's a merchant woman who's frozen. And does she look of means? Does she look like she's Stygian Row born? Like,
no, you would definitely say this woman was probably of the noble district, whether she lived in the city or was just visiting.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not recognizable enough that anybody's like, oh, that's so and so from such and such place, but you can definitely tell from the.
And her garments are stone as well, like the whole deal. Mm-hmm. So, interesting. All right.
Well, we can investigate that further after a bath.
Bath it is.
Right.
Yeah, maybe people can eavesdrop on NPCs talking about the hot goss.
Okay, so you go to the bathhouse of Valis. The bathhouse boasts 2 large baths. Both are the size of large, swimming pools, almost Olympic size. One is filled with hot water, and the other is filled with bracingly cold water. And all the buildings connected to the bathhouse include 2 huge open-air gymnasiums and dozens of smaller rooms for massages. So there's accolades here. They're basically gathering donations. So money collected at the bathhouse in part goes back to the Temple of the Five.
Andrew, I love how much your face lit up at gymnasiums, and it hasn't unlit because you're like, that's what Kyros is going to
do. He was going to walk around the garden and probably be horrified of butterflies, but gym is now what he's doing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
and if this is
all it takes is a small
gymnasium,
donation, and you can enjoy the bathhouse.
Yeah. This is a traditional gymnasium. You better start doffing your armor now.
I don't wear armor, so... And
do we have money?
Quick release clothes is what he basically wears. He wears a vest that he can just tear open and
just one pull string. Him and Dan Flap have the least amount of steps between them. And
I'm not taking off the javelins though. Gonna really peacock it around this bar. I mean, gym.
Do we have lion man with javelins running around the gymnasium?
Yes, as the Hordes person, I can assure you that we have plenty of money.
Okay, then sure, let's go in. Yeah, I guess I'll get into the cold bath first, and then I'll get into the hot bath.
Okay, so Nyrix is going to enjoy both baths. What's everybody else want to do?
And then I'm going to go back to the cold bath after I do the hot bath.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to start going back and forth.
Okay.
Building my stamina.
Gym.
Kyros, you're going to run off to the gym?
Totally.
Yeah. And do gym things?
I'll see you all later. He's a real gym cat.
You're never going to get Kyros out of the bathhouse now.
Great. Good. Yeah, I'm in for the baths primarily. The rest of it is...
Andromeda, you just going to hang out while they're all taking baths and running in the gym?
I guess I would go off and maybe do a massage.
Oh, okay. All right. So everybody can take a long rest, even though you're only spending a short time at the bathhouse.
Fantastic. Including switching out spell selection? How good is this bath?
Gives you time to think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sala shows up like, Naya, if you want a massage, I can be your personal masseuse.
I go under the water and I stay there for an hour.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He gets bored and leaves.
There we go.
Click on long rest. Although I don't think I need it. I rolled great on my initiative, so I was fine last time taking long rest.
All right. So you all get refreshed at the bathhouse. You're in the Noble District. Over here is the Great Agora, the Vault of Thylea, the Courts of Mytros, the Nurdagon Estate, and the Great Gardens. Or you can move on to another area of the city. Where would you all like to go next?
After he's done working out, Kyros will give himself a bath in the courtyard.
And then brush himself with his new golden brush?
Get all the sweat out. Thoughts? Anyone?
Yeah, I'd like to see the gardens, but...
The gardens?
That sounds nice.
The great gardens of Mytros?
They look nice.
Okay.
And I'll be the judge of that.
They're the fine gardens of Mytros.
Well, let's go find out. So there's a verdant garden here. It's circled by a ring of immense ancient oak trees. That's a callback for Naya, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back to the days of the druids.
Yeah.
As you enter the gardens, the air around you gets sweet with a scent of flowers, and many of them are unrecognizable to you. You can hear loud voices down one of the many paths that wander into the green spaces. So as you hear these loud voices, you hear it's not barking in the back. It's loud voices. Anyway, you hear these loud voices, but Kira explains the great gardens of Mytros are held to be the most beautiful in all of Thylea. So there's all these paths that go through. There's flowers all around. There's ponds. There's fountains to heal the restless spirit. And these oak trees, you can tell, are old enough to likely have been planted when the city was founded.
How old is the city? Like 1,000 years, or?
Yeah, it was founded probably just before the First War started. So somewhere between 500 and 1,000 years old.
Okay, cool. These are big trees. Nice. I'm gonna fly up to the upper branches of the oak. Just enjoy them.
I have some unhappy pets in the background.
Out of curiosity, what was Kira doing during the bathhouse? Was she also bathing, or did she just pull up a stool somewhere, eat some cucumbers, and write sad songs in her journal?
Hanging out, like strumming on a lute, humming to herself.
Okay.
Are you suspicious of Kira, Naya?
I wanted to know how she got down, During the inevitable bathhouse episode.
Right.
Wanted to know what she's into.
So you hear this commotion in the garden as you're walking through, and you hear what appears to be the sound of like belching at some point down one of these paths, and you hear people laughing. And as you get closer, you glance and you see that there is this just this fat, like corpulent halfling sitting in the middle of the garden, and he's got like this like really dirty blanket laid out that he's sitting on, and people are coming up and like speaking to him and offering him things, and you hear him sort of say something that you can't quite make out from this distance, but people laugh, and it just seems to be a whole scene happening around this really fat halfling that's sitting in the grass.
And he seems to be popular. People like him.
He does seem to be somewhat popular. Yeah.
Wait. I'm very good at this. Can I roll an insight check on those laughs to see if they actually like him or if they just are laughing at him because he's rich?
Sure. You'd have to probably approach a little bit closer, but yeah, as you get closer and you try to gauge, the situation.
I'm not terrible at insight for some reason. 22.
Oh. You do get the sense as you get closer that these people are actually genuinely laughing, and then you hear the halfling call out to you, "Hey, you there, Lion Man! It looks like your face caught fire. Someone tried to put it out with a hammer." And they all burst out laughing. It seems as though he's some type of
insult comic
comedian.
Yeah.
The Don Rickles of half.
Okay, you hockey puck. Yeah. I don't need to hear it from you.
He says, "You're so ugly that when your mother sends you out to play, they find her for littering." They all bust out laughing. Then he belches. He passes gas. Everybody laughs.
I'd say, hey, if I had a dog with a face as ugly as yours, I'd shave his ass and teach him how to walk backwards.
Oh, the crowd all like groans as if there's like an insult off gonna happen right here. He's like, "Oh yeah? Well, mirrors reveal many things, but they cannot talk. And lucky for you, they can't laugh either." And they all start laughing.
Yeah, when you were born, the doctor slapped your mother.
Oh, well then turn around there, Birdman. I can tell that you're a centaur, but all I can see is the rear end. And they all laugh.
If I want shit from you, I'll squeeze your head.
There's a lot of your butt is your face-based insults, it turns out.
They're working for me. Everybody likes them.
Yeah. No, it's been a real back and forth about that.
So, somebody comes up to you guys and they're like, "Hey, don't you know that's Vitalis?" They call him Vitalis the Fat, or some call him Vitalis the Fragrant, but not to his face.
Because he smells nice.
Can we smell? We're not that close to him, right? Like, how
you can still catch some whiffs on the wind.
Does he smell like just body odor, or is he?
Yeah. Or whatever.
Is that like? Does it seem to be something he's wearing with pride,
halfling pipe,
or is it something he doesn't care about?
No, absolutely. Yeah, it's all part of his shtick. And the person speaking with you, they're like, "Yeah, so everybody kind of comes up and like pays homage to him, and then if you pay him in food or wine, he'll like tell you things. He'll like have a reading for you or do this seeing thing that he does. He's like this great all-seeing Vitalis."
If you pay me in food and wine, I'll kick the shit out of him.
No, don't do that. Everybody likes him.
Oh.
He gives out like really good things.
If I did, it would come out of his face. Am I doing it right?
That's good. I like that one.
Okay. I'm just gonna stand over here. He insulted my mother, and that wasn't very nice.
Right?
She
Not
was a
good.
saint.
Right? That's why I stood up. I believe it.
He's never met your mother.
Oh.
Right.
Well, then that's even ruder to insult her.
Oh. I was hoping to make it better, sorry.
Just because I was the runt of the litter doesn't mean that I was trash.
No.
If anybody wants to give food or wine to Vitalis actually basically it's like the divination spell is what you can get from Vitalis. But you have to deal with him.
Well, we had an insult off. Can we have a divine off, Naya?
Oh, that's good. That's your domain.
Do you know that?
Literally.
Do you know that spell?
Do I have? I mean, there's a number of things I automatically do.
Yeah, it may be too high level. I can never remember. All the divination spells sound the same to me.
Yeah, I have augury.
That's so divination is a 4th level spell.
Okay, so yeah, you probably don't have that. Or well, I know you don't, but
yeah, I can wheel or woe with the best of them, but
Well,
also, I can inhale some goofy gas and go all like stark white and foretell a lot of doom.
Yeah, chat says you should do it and traumatize him.
Okay. Something to that. But no, it's just, this is such a beautiful place, and it's another place that they're ruining. So, yeah.
Oh,
I don't have any food or wine.
Gonna leave
for this buffoon.
I will never willingly part with food or wine.
Alright. Good.
Okay.
I'll give it a try.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can take the
I
insults. You're tough as nails. I'm soft on the inside.
So Andromeda, you're gonna go up and give food and/or wine to Vitalis. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, I have rations, so I can give him some like on the road granola.
Oh, okay.
Well,
which is what I assume all rations are. Is just granola.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, and we've got 3 foragers, so certainly we can scare up some berries or something. I'll contribute to your cause.
Okay, so berries and granola. All right, so you're gonna go up and you're offering this to Vitalis. He's like,
he needs to stay regular somehow.
He just devours it as soon as you give it to him.
I do want to observe his technique, though, so I will be close.
He sort of sits back after eating, and he is. It's almost as if he's like in a haze, or acting drunken a little bit, and he's like, "All right, go ahead, ask one question." So, per the divination spell, you can ask a question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days, and you'll get some type of short phrase or response back.
Has to be an event that's occurring in 7 days.
That's the limits of the divination, unfortunately. Yeah, so it has to be something that you expect to occur in some short period of time in the near future. You can ask one question about
it. Are we going to have to fight the Lady of Coins?
All right. So he sits back and he's like, He says, you and the lady meet eye to eye amongst a sea of reflections in a giant's brain. And he belches and sort of comes out of it. It's like, all right, one question apiece. Get on, move on. That's enough.
I will bring him food. More or less the same kind of food, but
more berries, more berries and granola. I've never eaten so healthy before in my life. Don't you see me? You have no wine on you? Oh, fine.
No, it's a lot of fructose and fiber, which will help promote your whole bit.
All right. So he scarfs the food down and goes back into his haze.
Where will the cult of Lutheria gather next?
Where will the cult of Lutheria gather next?
Next, yeah. Or when's the next gathering of the cult? Or
okay. He sort of, he's in his haze and he's bobbing to and forth, almost looking as if he would roll right off of his blanket. And he says, the cult and their wine like to stay cold in the cellars. Look below. Sort of belches and passes gas and comes out of it.
With a 17 passive insight, or I will roll if you wish, he seems genuinely in touch with some kind of power. He's not just pulling this out of his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, you think he's got something going on. He's definitely unconventional means, but
yeah.
No, he's dropped from somewhere.
Thank you for your wisdom, Vitalis. Nope. And I'm just gonna walk away.
What did Sulla say his dad does again?
Sola's hiding off in the crowd. Nobody notices him, but you didn't ask about him. He gets really depressed and starts to wander off.
Yeah, no kidding, dude. What's your dad do?
Who are you asking?
Sulla, what's your dad do? Is he a Vinter?
Huh? What? Does somebody need me?
Is your dad a Vinter or a sommelier?
No, never mind. I'm not interested.
Rude. You've been nothing but rude to me.
Is your father a Vinter or a sommelier?
Don't like cats.
Oh, what? What's that, Naya? You need me?
Yeah. What? Among other merchants, he's getting turned to stone. What does your father do? Does he deal in wine?
Let me double check and make sure. He is the most powerful merchant lord in Mytros. So not only does he deal in wine, but he deals in many other of the goods that come and go from the city. Wine is certainly one of his primary import exports.
Knew it's cult dad.
The fields to the upper right of the map, are they vineyards?
Those are the vineyards of Mytros,
indeed.
Okay. That was two questions.
I'll answer as many questions as you want, Naya. Just ask me anything. That's what I'm here for.
Give me some wine.
Not necessarily trying to follow you around the city. I just happened to decide to go to the bathhouse in the gardens today, and there you were.
Ooh. Are the bathhouses co-ed?
He followed us to the bathhouse?
Thank you, Spella.
Sure. I'll just head home then and prepare for you to meet the parents.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll give Vitalis an apple.
Okay.
From one of the trees.
All right.
It's all polished up on my feathers.
Oh, okay. Polished apple.
Yeah, it's all shiny.
I'm
an apple polisher for him.
He goes back into his days.
Yeah, okay. So I need to know about the connection between Terran Nerdaken and the Lady of Coins.
You have to ask that in the phrase of a question.
Is Terran Nerdaken in cahoots with the Lady of Coins? That is my question. As a bird species, I can say cahoot with a certain sort of flair. Give a cahoot, don't pollute.
Yeah, right. Nothing comes back on that question. He says basically there is nothing to provide within the next 7 days.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Enjoy your apple.
Oh, it's already eaten.
Enjoy. Did you eat the core?
Mm-hmm.
The stem? Come on.
Yep, it's gone.
Part goat.
That's
it's like
good.
A horse.
Yeah.
Wow.
Strong teeth.
I have a pamphlet from the other city. Here, do you want to eat this? Just want to see.
Take
more
some
fiber.
nibble. Yeah, all right. He eats it.
Right? Okay. They use berries.
You only get one question, and you blew it. So get out of here.
No, that's all right. That's just. Thank you.
Recycling
is good.
I'll take my half-eaten cotton candy from the failed theater experiment and give him that.
Oh, okay. Oh, all right. He's digging the cotton candy.
Yeah.
All right. Ask your question, Kyros.
How's my mom doing?
Aww.
Wow. How's your mom doing? Boy. Nothing but nothing but pleasant thoughts and happy memories. Many miles away.
Thank you. See, my mom's nice.
Okay.
That's it. Unless Kira has a question for him.
Oh, no, I'm good.
We should have asked about Kira.
If only Delta were here.
Right?
Instead, she's maybe being a lady of coins. I don't believe that, but
Or a trainee, maybe. An alternate lady of coins.
Second chair
lady
of coins.
Lady in waiting of coins.
Good. Okay.
Well,
he
goes back to insults and bodily functions, and the crowd continues to adore him. So you've experienced the great gardens of Mytros. What else would the Chosen like to do while in the city? Where's the next stop?
I have to ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Vitalis the name of a cheesy aftershave from the 70s?
Oh, I thought it was a male enhancement drug.
That's what I thought. I thought it was like something you can buy at a gas station
something cheapo.
It's made of horny goat weed or whatever.
Right, exactly. That sort of works with the character. Anyway, thank you. It was bothering me. Anyway. Yeah, where do we want to go? We've been to the gardens. Do you want to continue taking the day, Naya? Yeah, I mean, you're the one who was struck by lightning twice.
Yeah, though after the bathhouse, I suppose I feel slightly better about that.
Ola says, "I feel like I've been struck by lightning." Oh, am I still here? I'm sorry. I'll move on.
Yeah, I think I'd like to find anything worth redeeming any of these people, but I don't think I will.
Oh, well, Kira's like, I don't know. We can go check out the Temple of Lutheria or do some stuff in Stygian Row. I'm sure that's not going to help. We could go to the harbor. There's lots of water there.
Wait, there's a straight Temple of Lutheria?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I must have missed that.
It's sort of, yeah, it's like in a warehouse in Bushwick or something. So, all right, cool.
They do have an official presence, just not enough to petition for.
They don't have a big building.
Right.
Oh, also, there was back at the palace. There is the lady who's a member of the cult of Lutheria, right?
Oh, right.
We can go yell at her. What's your deal?
We can hit her on the way back.
Who do you work for?
Conjuress, right?
Conjuress, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting name.
Turn in your badge and your gun.
Yeah, tiefling.
Conjuress, if that is your real name.
But Valence was asking us to investigate their presence and influence. I'm assuming we don't want to draw attention to one of their high priestesses right away. That like, hey, where are you guys? What kind of weird crap are you guys into?
What you doing? What do you do on the weekends, huh?
Oh, we'll come in and we'll show you.
Yeah.
I'm interested in joining your creepy cult. You got a pamphlet? I know you people are big into pamphlets. Or is that just from the other city? That's not a whole Thylean thing.
Could be.
They might not have a printer here yet.
You think back, Naya, the old druids seem to carry pamphlets around a lot too.
Mm-hmm. A lot of woodcuts.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those pamphlets were relatives of yours, probably.
Yeah.
Once upon a
Tell them to stop.
hamadryad. Hamadryad.
Yeah, what do you all think then?
So we're in the Noble District. You could go to the Agora and shop. Go back to Stygian Row. Go down to the harbor. Up to you.
Let's check out the temple.
Well, since we're already in the Agora, even though I don't see him, I know he's nearby, so I'll just say, Sala.
He's like, yeah, right, yep.
Yeah, take me to these special menus that you were talking about.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
walk
right
me
along.
around the Agora. No, further away than that. That's fine. Let's leave room for Thylea, you know what I mean? Okay.
I think Andromeda would come with you and play chaperone, but not realize she was a chaperone. She would just be like just walking in between you guys and
inadvertently
Just every
blocking
time he tries to get close, you're already there, just kind of like, oh, what's this? Crossing in front to look at beads.
Okay, let's go to the Great Agora with our chaperone. So the Agora serves, it's really the heart of the district, as I said. It's kind of the heart of Mytros, really the city. But there's all kinds of vendors here. They're selling all kinds of goods from across the continent. And they have their stalls set up, protected from the elements by rows of these like narrow, like roofed structures. And they're supported by columns. And all sprawled throughout the Agora, there's large private estates, bathhouses, temples. There's all sort of smaller structures all throughout the Agora. And as you walk through, there are a few places that catch your attention. There's Grimmick's Armory, which is a large shop that stands in a prominent location in the Agora. Walls and racks filled with many varieties of polished bronze weapons, armors, and tools. There's Zorin's Concoctions, which is a small shop tucked away in a shady corner of the marketplace. And it's sort of dusty and dark, and you can tell through the window that those walls are stocked with bottles of all kinds. And then there's a place called the Great Menagerie. It's a large shop set up in a tent. And the tent, almost, you get this, like, just walking by it, there's this brush of cold, almost colder than what the tent should be, that comes from it. And glancing inside, you can see dozens of cages that line the walls of the tent. And so Sulla explains, those are some of the best places to shop, because the armory's got everything you need, and Zorin has all manners of potions and things, and the Great Menagerie, it's you can that person collects. There's a mage in there. He's known as the Collector. He has all manner of exotic beasts and creatures. Really something to see.
I was just thinking, it's about time Andromeda got 3 to 4 more animals. When we go in there.
Want to go visit the Collector?
Let's see if he's treating these creatures well. Let's see what's up with this.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, you walk into the tent and the Collector welcomes you.
Things.
Mm-hmm. So in here, the cages, these cages you can see, there's a muzzled lion. There's a muzzled cheetah. There's a hooded cockatrice, which you recognize from your past experience. There's a hooded harpy, which you can also recognize. There's a brown bear that's muzzled in one of the cages. And in one of them, there's a goatling that's all trussed up. And in the last one, there's a young centaur that is also trussed up. And the Collector says, "Please look over my wares. Willing to sell any of these for the right price."
Is he played by Benicio del Toro?
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Perhaps you're willing to sell. And he kind of looks you over, Nyrix. Any fine specimens that you would like to part with? Looks over Kyros.
What's this guy wearing?
He's very like roby. You can tell he's probably a caster of some sort.
I would like to get as close as Leoninly possible to him, and get lean down into his face and say, "How would you like to part with your head?"
Make an intimidation check.
Do this in D&D Beyond. It's never been easier.
Easier.
Ooh. An 8.
Oh, an 8?
Oh.
It's like, he looks over to you at Andromeda and he says, I have found it's best to muzzle those things which you're looking to trade, my dear.
Shit.
I'm okay with you rolling initiative against this man. I just want to be clear.
Totally, dudes.
I will wait for Andromeda to respond.
Hero's like, you shouldn't commit open murder in the city, please.
They're people.
Yeah, you know what?
Fuck it, I'm doomed.
Screw this guy.
I'm doomed. You're cursed. Let's fucking do this. You're gifted. We can get away with this. Or it's on brand.
Yeah, I think Andromeda's gonna use her new golden shield to cast Thunderwave.
Oh!
Like, not directly on the guy, but like on like the back wall, so it like sort of blows out everything.
Okay. All right, Thunderwave. How does
Should we
work?
all roll initiative?
I don't know. Are you intending on perpetuating this? I guess. Let's just do it. Let's all roll initiative. I'm gonna give Andromeda a surprise action for the Thunderwave.
I just rolled a 1 for initiative. I do have inspiration. Maybe I should use.
Oh, you could. Yeah, you could use your
I think
use your
I will.
inspiration to reroll.
Don't like the dice I have.
I got
That's much
a
better.
dirty 20.
So, dirty 23. Much better.
A dirty 23 for Nyrix. All right,
So
Andromeda, you're at a 20.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Naya.
9.
9. Okay, Kyros.
I just not sound happy.
12.
Well. Okay, let's see how we go here. So, Thunderwave requires Constitution save, right?
Sure. I don't know.
It does.
I'm just using one charge.
Oh.
And you're just trying to blow the back of his tent out, or are you targeting him at all?
Yeah. No, I'm not targeting him.
Yeah, but Thunderwave is
I don't know. It's an area of an effect. Like, I'm not trying to like hit him full blast, but just like if it gets into like the
Okay, well, he failed, so... Alright, so a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. In a 15-foot cube originating from you. Okay. So, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage. So why don't you go ahead and roll that, Andromeda.
uh 12.
So that guy takes 12 damage, and all of the cages that are in there just boom! They burst open, and now you have all manner of muzzled or trussed beasts sort of freed
Running
from their
amok.
cages. Yeah. Okay, top of the round. Nyrix, 23. There's a bunch of animals on the loose, and there's a collector sort of off in the corner that got pushed 10 feet away from Andromeda, sort of on his butt, really confused.
Is he dead?
Mm-mm.
No, if he's
The
if he's the collector
fine,
of Benicio
right?
del Toro, he's basically our god.
Yeah, right. He has little
Yeah, this
gloves
guy-
and everything. I would. Jeez, I wish I could. I don't think I'm feeling sad, so I can't use enthrall. I would like to cast now. My understanding of harpies and Thylea, are they like wicked creatures? Are they like cousins of mine as a siren? Like, how would I view them as like the obvious threat of the group?
You would definitely not, yeah. Harpies would be associated with Lutheria. and they're generally not looked well upon. And almost all harpies in Thylea are attempting to do something to lure people to their doom, or do some, play part in some foul deed.
Right.
That generally has Lutheria's best interests behind it.
And this harpy, you said, do they have a hood over their head so they can't see, or are they and do they appear to be? Are they bound as well? Like,
no,
they can't fly, or
bound.
they're like.
Now that it's out of the cage, that harpy's, it could probably just take the hood off and.
Okay, I'm going to cast. Oh, I don't think that'd work against it. Hold person only works against humanoids, right? I think that's true.
That's true.
Yep, I think you're right.
However, I will ask it to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Okay. Wisdom +0. Here we go. That's a 2.
Okay, hideous laughter overcomes it, so it collapses, and all it can do is laugh, and I'm concentrating on that.
Okay.
And I'm going to give. I already gave one inspiration to Kyros. I'm going to give inspiration to Andromeda.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
You have a D6.
Nyrix.
Okay, done.
That's your turn. Andromeda, you're up at initiative 20.
I'm sorry, we're in a tent, or are we outside?
You're in a tent that, might be collapsing in on itself soon, but...
I will move to the doorway of the tent, if that's just part of my move, my turn.
Yeah.
If that's cool. Yep. All right, thank you.
All right, Andromeda.
Andromeda will go start untying the young centaur and the goatling and as many animals as she can.
Okay. Which one would you start with? What's your priority?
I guess the centaur.
Centaur? Okay.
Because I don't know, the centaurs, they say they're evil, but the ones we met were pretty chill.
Yeah, they are fully sapient beings.
Yeah, of all of them, they're the one I feel the most. And the goatlings are victims, right? They're turned into goatlings, so they're but the centaurs are definitely more definitely.
They're maligned and troublemakers, but
who
is a sapient creature who does not deserve to be enslaved in a tent. I don't know.
We're maligned and troublemakers.
You're untying the centaur, and he's like, "Thank you." So you get the centaur free, and the centaur actually takes off. He goes running out of the tent.
Bye.
Okay. Andromeda, anything else you want to do? Bonus action? Any of your creatures?
Well, Polly the pony is outside because I will never put her in danger. Nicodemus is probably I would probably have Nicodemus fly over and start trying to unloosen the bonds on some of the other animals, maybe the cheetah or something.
Okay, so the cheetah's not tied up. The only thing the cheetah has is a muzzle. Would you want to take the muzzle off the cheetah?
Sure.
Okay. Muzzle comes off the cheetah. Cheetah goes running off, unmuzzled, into the city.
I'm sure that's fine.
He just has to be faster than one little kid. And he's got lunch.
Well, I mean, cheetahs are basically big cats, so he'll just run away.
They're the laziest big cat.
Yeah.
So it'll get tired in 20 minutes after it's mauled several children. But, Breaking news: the city of Mytros.
Yeah. Up at initiative 12, Kyros.
Oh boy. Okay. So, what sapient creatures are left in here? Still trusted.
Trust up, just a goatling.
Okay. I will go over to the collector guy, and I'm going to
He's on his back.
I'm going to grapple him.
Oh, grapple check.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Does he have any?
It's never been easier.
Okay, natural 1.
Yeah,
so I'm pretty
26.
sure you have him grappled. Yeah, I think a 26 beats a 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually it's a 0 because of his modifier.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm probably not even I'm not even holding you that hard.
He just has like a finger on it.
He goes limp immediately.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, please don't hurt me, great beast.
I am a person.
I see the value in you. How
No.
beautiful you could be as part of the collection.
Oh shit! This guy's not smart.
Squeeze a little tighter. You'll get it. I hope.
Naya, what are you doing amongst all this chaos?
Eating popcorn.
I asked Sala, is this man associated with your father in any way?
Oh, he runs into the tent. What's that? Oh, yeah, the collector. He's really well known, and actually, what you're doing right now is pretty illegal. So I think you probably should just get out of here, so I don't have to bail you out of jail. But that's just my input.
But you would, right? You'd bail me out of jail.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. I started untying the goat.
Okay.
Looking at him while you're doing it.
All right.
No
You
joke.
untie the goatling, and it's like, thanks. It goes scurrying off. Yeah.
That
Okay.
kid.
Let's see. Oh, bottom of the round, the collector. So he's grappled.
Here's where he pulls out Meteor Swarm and kills us all.
Cast a spell and I squeeze harder. I've definitely pinned his arm, so nothing somatic.
Yep, no somatic component. Okay. He begins casting a spell.
Hopefully not the power word kill.
Kyros,
Yeah.
wisdom saving throw.
I'm so good at those. With my +0, I rolled a natural 20. Get bent.
Nice.
He was going to make a suggestion,
Yeah.
but I guess that's not going to work.
No, go ahead. Suggest it. I'll see what I think about it.
What a beautiful part of my collection you would make. All I wanted you to do was go sit over there in your cage.
Buddy, I gotta tell you. Man, I wish I took command or something.
Okay, top of
I
the
have
round.
command.
Very good then.
I definitely think my mouth could fit around your head.
The top of the round, the bear and the lion, who are both muzzled, go running off into the agora.
Be free, my brother.
And the hooded cockatrice is just sort of like wandering around
Yeah.
with a hood on its head.
Dibs.
It's just a matter of time. That's a ticking time bomb. That thing.
Lady of Coin strikes again.
It
Exactly,
wanders
right?
off into the agora with a hood on its head.
Hey, if we're
that's gonna
lucky,
end up well.
It'll all get the Lady of Point. Yeah,
the cheetah will
Delta
try and
will
eat the
be
cockatrice, and we'll be fine.
Yeah. So
turned to stone.
Nyrix, you're by the.
I'm by the tent. I guess
sword
these animals have been zipping past me.
Yeah, and out through various tears in the tent that were caused by
Right.
the thunderwave.
Right.
You notice that there are some centurions off in the distance that seem to be reacting to the chaos of the folks.
Oh, are they pursuing the rampant animals?
Some of them are, but some seem to be trying to find the source of the commotion and are starting.
Okay.
To
Jeez, it's the fuzz.
Yeah.
Is it my turn yet?
It is your turn. You're at the top of the round.
What I could do here.
The collector's whole operation has been completely disrupted at this point. So
Right. I'm gonna.
I don't know that there's
message-
much left to do here other than deal with him if you're going to do something to him. So.
I'm gonna use the message cantrip to speak to the harpy, who I'm making laugh, and I'm gonna say, if you can give us insight into the cult of Lutheria, you can give us an in. I'll set you free.
Ooh, make a persuasion check.
I will. Do I have any sort of advantageous chihuahua because I'm making them laugh
definitely
their ass
have
off?
leverage on the harpy. So yeah, I would say advantage is fair.
Cool, thank you. I needed it because one was a 2, one was an 11 plus charisma, which is this is persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 5, so that's a 16.
Oh, okay. She basically through the message just says that you'll find the cult in Stygian Row. They're the primary providers of wine to the city of Mytros, which is why people tolerate them being around, especially those in Stygian Row.
Right.
So their source of influence comes from the vineyards.
Primary vintners, right. Okay. Did I know that stuff before?
Not necessarily. I mean, you may have guessed it, but
okay, that's cool. And all right.
She's basically insinuating that if you're looking to, upend the cult, upending their source of supply from their wine,
right,
could certainly affect their influence in the city.
Right. Okay, cool. I will honor my bargain, and I will release her from the spell, and I will pull the hood off her head too.
Oh, okay.
And I'll say, feathered friends, birds of a feather, gotta flock together. High five.
She hisses at you and flies off.
I knew she would. She's on brand. She hates me.
All right, you still hanging around then?
I will. I guess I can move. I will fly past these centurions. And I'm gonna say they went that way, and I'm gonna try and make them think that I was up to this. Went the other way.
Gonna cause a distraction.
Do you want a deception check or?
Sure.
All right. 17 plus whatever 5, 22.
Okay. They seem to be fairly distracted. Andromeda, anything else you're doing in the tent?
All the animals and all the sentient creatures are gone?
Yep.
Okay. Andromeda will go up to the guy, to the collector, and see if she can cast command on him.
Thank God. All right. What do I need? A wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom of 14. He might make it.
A 6 plus 1 is a 7.
Ooh. Then she will command him to walk until he learns his lesson.
The command is wanting her to walk. Okay. All right. Kyros, you still have him grappled. Are you going to let him go after you hear the command go off?
Yeah. He'll just let the collector go and say, to do what she says.
Okay. Nothing else for Kyros?
No.
Naya, you just going to let the scene play out? Anything else for Naya?
No. Yeah.
I just realized what we could have done.
I do think someone should probably lead the cockatrice out of the city.
I was going to say, the cockatrice...
maybe it's better to let the centurions deal with that. So, yeah, I'll take Sala's hand and walk out of the tent.
Wow. Wow, Sala's day is made.
Yeah.
Oh, I will leave the tent, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
everyone booking cherry tops.
Cherry tops, very good.
Sala's like, sorry, my hand's a little sweaty. I'm nervous.
I am literally water.
If we'd used the cockatrice to turn the collector to stone, we could have blamed it on the Lady of Coins.
Hmm.
Of course,
Then we
if
had to fight a
if
cockatrice.
they depetrified him, he would have spilled the beans, though.
How long does
Yeah,
command
so-
last, Andromeda?
Until
I
he's
don't think it
fulfilled
lasts
it.
too long.
Until he's done it.
It's
Or 8
Yeah.
hours, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, Yeah.
no, well, it says the duration's 1 round, but
oh,
is-
but the command. Yeah.
Hold on.
What are we thinking of then? Suggestion?
you might be thinking of suggestion.
I
yeah.
think I am
More
thinking of
open-ended.
suggestion, yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Right, because command only makes them lose
Right.
1 round
Okay,
doing whatever.
that makes sense.
So-
Oh, because, command's first level, suggestion second level.
Yep.
That's a
Yep,
real
yep.
big jump.
Amazing power jump. Yeah.
Okay. Do you all get out of the tent? Animals are running amok. Centaurians have a mess to clean up. Who knows if this will come back to bite you next time we play? But that'll be it for today.
Don't implicitly allow slavery in your city, you weirdos.
All right. Well,
maybe
a
the
great
bear maulings will
intros
stop.
to Mytros has been done.
Yeah,
Let's.
I think
let's do
until
some-
we got to the centaur, I could see a way of walking away from that shop, but no, that's...
It's curious that they set that up in a world where there's all these races,
Mm.
where that's in there, and it's like, whoa. Like, anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Until next time. Outros.
Can't wait to see
plugs.
what Soup says.
Should I say outros?
There we go, the outros.
Very good. Very good.
Anyone have any outros?
Like and
No,
subscribe. Use your Amazon. Click a bell. Ding a thing. Follow us on Twitter and YouTube and Twitch and everywhere. Laughing Dragons are sold.
Wednesday is the first episode of Gracefall. Join us.
Mm.
Yay.
Still jealous.
Oh, and follow us on Twitter for when the next episode of this will be. At LaughINNDragon. Hold on, I'll put our socials in chat. Because we may be taking another little hiccup in schedule. We have to see. Socials. There we go.
It might be next week.
It might be
Only
just
know.
next week. So, we'll see. That's all I got. Have a good morning, everybody. I can control when we leave. Goodbye.
Yep.